Hi, welcome to another edition of Inspire and Get Inspired. I know it's been a while since I brought any guests along, but today I have Anjana Nambisen. Sorry, Nambisen. Yeah,
Yeah,
Anjana.
Anjana Nambissan.
Yeah. So we have Anjana Nambissan who's here today to inspire us. She's a life coach. She's actually a transformational life coach, focusing on relationships between parent and child. She was not a life coach all this time. She was in IT, and moving from IT to life coach, that is her journey. So that's what I want to highlight today. And we'll just definitely go and start talking to her. So hi, Anjana, how are you?
Hey, Mridula, I'm doing pretty good. How about you?
I am good too. I'm very, very excited to, hear your journey and talk about all your experiences. And hopefully, we can inspire some people to go follow their passion and dream.
Of course, Mridula. First of all, thank you so much for having me over. This is like such a great pleasure to be with you, chatting with you. That's amazing.
So, do you want to give a brief introduction about yourself,
Of
about
course.
what you do? Go ahead.
Yeah, yeah. So like I started my career as like a IT developer, like a computer science engineer, doing like some SAP work for like different companies. And something that I noticed is like I was not able to actually enjoy what I was doing and really like relate to or like find any joy or purpose in what I was doing. I still kept it on for like about 14 or 15 years, I think. And it was kind of like really hard. And on the other side, on the family front, I was feeling like kind of down on that side too, because like I'm a very emotional, sensitive person who needs affection to be shown and not just like, okay, I love you and it's in my heart. That doesn't work for me. But unfortunately, my entire family, from my parents to my spouse, like everybody is like their love is in their heart. It cannot come outside the way I really want it to be. So the combination of like that family background and the work, what I was doing, was kind of like pulling me down so much that I found myself going under depression, like really bad, and it was hurting my health too. Like I was creating like multiple health issues. So like one day, like I was just talking to my friend who asked me to chat with a life coach. She is the one actually who showed me the light and who showed me like how I can think differently, which will really transform my life, which was just like an amazing journey. And I started like doing meditation on a regular basis and journaling my thoughts and all the different feelings. I could only feel but not realize the thoughts. Then slowly I trained myself to see my thoughts and the different ways I could think instead of just like one way of thinking. So all those really created magic in my life. So at least in the family, like I was able to be like much happier person with my kids and my husband. And I was still holding on to my job though. Then I realized like if such a big magic can be done in my life, right? I really came out of the depression and all my health issues kind of just like went like without me doing anything specific to that. It was really a surprise. Then I started thinking if that big of a magic can be done in my life, why not do that for others, right? Maybe I came through all this to serve others in the same way. So that was like such a powerful feeling, and which led me to go to Southwest Institute of Healing Arts here in Tempe, Arizona. And I did my life coaching certification over there, which was the best choice I did. And yes, I was having a lot of challenges because I'm not a person who would come out there and just like talk to people about like, yes, I'm a life coach, I'm here to serve you. So that shyness, inhibition, all those things were there. But again, like this, some urge from inside started coming and said, like, yes, there are people out there who need your service. So you just cannot be shy. Like I just have to go out there and serve. So I'm like starting my own business as a life coach, and here I
Oh my God, that is
am.
so amazing. I, loved your thought about if it can help me, why can't I take this and take it forward and help somebody else? That's a beautiful
Yes.
thought. Because oftentimes what happens, we get the help, And once we start recovering from whatever help we got, we don't spend the time to give it to others, right? So
Yeah,
the
yeah.
thought that you just shared, that's really amazing and says a lot about you. So I'm
Thank
very,
you.
very proud that you have you took that the whole depression thing in your hands, and instead of staying in one spot, you decided to change,
Mm-hmm.
and take things. So that's really, really amazing. I'm very impressed to hear about that part, Anjana. That's
Thank
really
you,
cool.
Mridula.
So I know, so like now starting to coach people, even I think during life coaching itself, right? Were there any challenges that you faced, like when you had to come up through your ugly truth? Sometimes, when you're going through these coaching sessions, these different truths come in front of you, right? And they're not always pretty. So did you have that kind of moment that you can share? I mean, if you can't share, that's totally fine.
No, actually, you know what? Almost everything that I found out about myself are not so great. That's like the funniest part of this, the entire journey, because if I don't like something about somebody, right? If I start cribbing, oh my God, that person is like behaving like this or that, and like I start actually understanding what it is that is bothering me about that person. I sit down, I journal, I write down all the characteristics or all the attributes that person gave me, right? And then comes that the truth part, like the dirty, ugly part of it. Actually, it's part of me. And not once did I find that. I found that almost every single time when I was having like such a hard time, it is part of me. So, for example, like somebody was like nagging me, threatening me about like when I was trying to just like leave one job and move on to the other one when I was still with the corporate career. This person was like first like trying to be like extremely kind and nice, like what can we do to keep you here? We can give you like a salary hike or something like that. Then I said, no, I'm not leaving for the salary things. I'm leaving for my own personal reasons. Then he came to the next step. Okay, are you on the visa or something? So we can really give you hard time if you don't stay, right? And I'm like, I'm not on a visa. I was on green card then. So I'm like, no, I'm on green card, so I don't have to worry about that. Then he made his
Right.
senior director or somebody call me and repeat the same thing. Okay, we can give you a salary. I can blah, blah, blah. I finally put my foot down and said, you know what? You don't have to try and convince me about this again and again. This is really bothering me. I'm done and I'm done. That's it. Then after that, I was thinking I was doing this journaling on this thing. And I just, like, after writing down everything that happened, I realized, oh my God, this is exactly how I was asking for love from my husband. This is totally unrelated. But the thing is, the way I would ask in like a very kind way, nice way. Then I would be like a threatening way. If you're not loving me this way, I'm not going to be happy or I'm not going to do this. So all that pattern, I saw that within me. It's such a crazy thing. Every single aspect that we don't like are within us.
Yes.
It takes some time and courage to accept it and own it and say, yes, I like it or not, that's part of me. Yeah.
And then when you're able to overcome that, I think then you move on to the next level of life, right?
Yes, yes.
So
And
it's
life
like a
keep on
video game.
presenting us with those. Yeah, yeah. Life just keeps on presenting us with opportunities to see the shadows within ourselves. And once,
Hmm?
as we go forward and like see all those shadows and accept, right? It's all about accepting ourselves completely. When we see those shadows,
True.
accept, then we feel like much more peaceful with life. As such, there is not like a lot of conflicts that we need to resolve then. It's more peace, more love. It's a beautiful feeling after coming out of that shadow.
That is
Yeah.
so amazing. And I know you have done some workshops as well. I think one of them
Mhm.
was regarding self-love, right?
Yes.
So do you hold these workshops to like help people? Because I know when you want to love your ugly self, the self-love definitely comes into play. And I
Yes.
had seen an advertisement that you were doing a self-love workshop, and I was very curious to know what that is all about. And can you share some
Of
part
course,
of
yes.
it?
Yeah, yeah. So the self-love workshop, the reason I did that was I found that was the most important thing in my own life, like nurturing myself and loving myself and accepting myself. So that is the reason when I was starting out my career, I thought like a workshop on self-love is the most important thing to do because I don't believe like most people are taught to love themselves. We are all like while growing up we are told, okay, you have to do this, you have to do that. So many responsibilities are imposed on us, so many expectations are imposed on us, but do we ever learn from our parents or our teachers that we are precious beings, we have to love and accept ourselves? That is something we just don't learn from anybody. So we just like we are brought up like respecting others and doing things for others and pleasing others. And what about me? Who will be there to love me, right? So that is the reason behind the self-love workshop. So when I did that, I just kind of like gave like an introduction why we don't love ourselves and how that is reflected in our lives. Like it can reflect as like really bad relationships or like extremely bad careers or bad health, everything. It can manifest in so many different ways. So imagine like somebody in like a really toxic relationship, right? If that person loves himself or herself enough, that person will not stay in that relationship if that person loves and respect himself, right? So that is kind of like the background of that self-love workshop. So I kind of like took them towards like different methods, how we can slowly train ourselves to love. So there were
Right.
like references from the beautiful book from Louise Hay, like You Can Heal Your Life. So there is this wonderful concept that we can just look in the mirror every single day, look deeply into our eyes and say, I love you. I really love you. It seems silly, but it's very powerful. So
Yes.
small tips like that, just to say I love you to ourselves in the mirror, and just to start noting down the thoughts what that we have. Because if we start listening to our own thoughts, there are crazy thoughts like, oh, you're not good enough, you're not looking good. All those crazy thoughts come up, right? So by journaling, we can understand those thoughts. Then we have a choice. Do we want to continue thinking that way or think in a different way? So yeah, all those options to come out of that self-sabotage and more into self-love and self-nurture.
So during the workshops, like you share tools with people on how they can use those tools to improve their life. Is
Yeah.
that correct?
Hmm.
Do you also take a one-on-one coaching at all?
Yes, I do one-on-one coaching, life coaching sessions with people. So that can be related to any topics in their life. It can be like their career, it can be their relationships, or anything else, right? If they are trying to build their business and they're kind of like stuck, any area of their life, actually, we can do a life coaching session. Like multiple sessions, finding out like what is really stopping them from getting from here to there. That is life coaching is all about. So the interesting part is like whenever we look at like not able to get there, it's always like the self-sabotaging thoughts that we have, the thoughts and the beliefs that are not
Sure.
supporting us and that are like holding us back. It can be just like things like in childhood, somebody told you you're not good enough. That can manifest still in our 30s or 40s and not let us take the next action. So by life coaching, we find out what is
Right.
really going on in the other person's mind that is stopping them and just like guide them towards. So they realize like once they see what is stopping them, they can easily make that choice and like move forward.
Anjana, we did talk about how to reach you. Obviously, you do workshops, but I was wondering if you did any coaching online. So if you have people who are not in Arizona, by the way, she's located in Arizona, but if we had people not in Arizona, do you take clients out of state?
Yes, yes, I do that. I do offer like online sessions, either through just phone or Zoom calls. So people are not restricted with the location. They can be anywhere. In fact, I do have like a couple clients in India too. I just talk to them. We just have to match the time and we talk over the phone and we do sessions like that too.
That is so cool. So anybody in the world can reach out to you.
Exactly. Yes.
And your workshops, at some point, I know the past workshops you have done physically in a location, but do you have any plans to do workshops online so more people can attend?
Yes, that is exactly what I was thinking too, because last two workshops I did in like local locations here in Arizona. And I even got like comments from some of my friends and people that they were not able to attend just because of that. So the next ones I'm planning to host them online. So anybody can join. So it's not restricting.
That's a
Yeah.
great idea.
Yeah. And more people
Thanks.
need to know about it. So I just cannot stop.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. We should make use of technology, right?
Of
Right
course,
now,
yes.
everything is so accessible. So yeah, I think that's a great plan and a
Yeah.
good
Yeah.
idea.
Great.
One of the challenges, like coaching people, do you see any challenges coaching people? For example, I'll just give you an example. Like when I was kind of trying to, because I do life coaching as well, right? And I
Mm-hmm.
use different mechanism. And what I had noticed is, you know, until we are listening to the problem, most people are open, right? They'll express their problems. But when we ask them to take steps to solve the problem, a lot of
Mm-hmm.
people deal with it because it's like it's
Yeah.
too much to work on. And,
Right.
they kind of ran away. But similarly, do you have any challenges that you face when trying to coach people, like getting to them, right? Do they really understand immediately or, it takes time?
So there are like two things to it, right? One's like if we are coaching about like their career or something that they have to do, for example, health. So they want to like start going to the gym from next day. They want to eat healthy. So sometimes if we coach at that level, it may not help because like they might go to the gym once or twice. Then after that, something just pulls them back. So in that case, like we really have to go a little bit deeper because it's not at just taking action step. It is at what is causing that inhibition. So it can be
Hmm.
something like, okay, no matter what you do, it's not gonna work for you. If that belief is the one that is really stopping them, it's not the laziness part, right? It is like the belief underneath. So we just have to kind of
Right.
like dig deeper and find the underlying part of it. Then we will be able to motivate them and maybe asking them like what will really motivate you can like some small treats at the end of the week or something like that if that can motivate them. So yeah, we'll have to work from two
Mhm.
three different angles, I think, in those situations.
So from your coaching perspective, you walk through all those processes, right?
Yes,
And help.
yes,
Awesome.
yeah, yeah,
Sorry,
I
I
do.
interrupted you. Go
No,
ahead.
no, that's all right. I was just going to tell you, like, sometimes we hear a situation from our client, right? This is what is going on. So what they are telling me is their story right now. So this is happening in my life, that is happening in my life, and it sounds like messy. So it might be like, I don't know, like totally confusing even to me as like a coach. But then we have to just like both myself and the client, we just have to maybe take a deep breath, calm ourselves down, and look at the situation again. Then when we start asking the next questions, look, have you had experiences like this before or something like that? Then the picture starts opening up. Then the actual issue is not about what is really happening at that moment. It is like somebody is
Right.
controlling them or they are not keeping healthy boundaries for whatever reason. They have to please somebody. So all those issues come up. Then we see a path where to guide them towards what is the actual issue. So it's a beautiful
Right.
journey though. We just cannot take the first issue as the real issue. It's a
Right.
digging deeper process. It's interesting.
I can totally see that you're really passionate about this field and you really want to help people. Just talking to you, like I can get that vibe that, you really want to help people. So I'm so, so, so proud and happy that, this calling came to you and you have taken the calling. I know it's a little bit of a challenge starting out your own business, right? And have you
Yeah.
done businesses before?
No, my first time ever as a business owner. I have always been an employee, right?
So that's amazing.
Not even just me. It's like my entire
Yes.
family. I don't think anybody has done any business. I'm seriously nervous on that. But this is something I really have to do. Like, I really feel like that I just have to do this. And not doing it
Yes.
seems like a crime. So,
Yes, I love that. So, Anjana, do you have? I think you're going to share the website link with me on how to contact you.
yes,
Um,
yes. Yeah.
so, yeah, I will be posting that on our YouTube description. If you just look at the description, she has a Facebook page. Her company's name is Daffodil Blooms. I like that name as well.
Thank you.
And do you have any upcoming workshop planned right now, or?
Yes, I don't have the dates planned yet, but I'm planning to do one separate workshop for kids, like 10 and above. I would say like 10 to 18 years old. Kids, I just want to see their perspectives on how they feel supported by their parents and things like that. And on the other side, from parents too, like I'm planning to do two separate workshops. Parents, like what are their pain points when they are not able to connect to their kids? So I'm just trying to collect that insights and all the experiences from both the sides. And I'm planning to create like a coaching package as well as like a mini course to support both of
Mhm.
them. So that's my plan for the immediate future.
And raising my own teenagers, I think that is something parents and both kids, we all will appreciate, because it is a tough journey, right? Teenagers are
Yeah.
being teenagers for the first time. We are being parents of teenagers for the first time. So
Yeah.
I think this session is going to be really, really helpful for a lot of people. Right now I know we don't have the dates, but definitely we'll be sharing the dates
Yes.
as soon as the bookings are made, and I hope a lot of people will be able to join you on this particular workshop. I mean, it sounds really interesting, and even the course, that's a really great idea that you'll actually have mini courses where people can probably
Mm-hmm.
take. And the fact that you're researching and putting your data together and the course together, I think it'll be
Yeah.
very, very good. So
Yeah.
good luck with that.
Thank
Very,
you
very
so much,
proud of you.
Angela. Thank you.
Let's and any last minute thoughts, any messages you want to leave, since this channel is about inspiring people. Your story itself is very inspirational, but do you have any last minute thoughts you would like to share?
Yes, of course. If there are any kids out there watching this, I know like we all hear about magic in the kids' movies, right? That is really true. The magic is in there. And we don't need like a magic wand to do that. It's our own mind. And whatever, however you want to create your life, the power is in your hands. So yeah, just make use of it.
Thank you so much, Anjana, for your time. I mean, I really had fun talking to you, and
Thank you,
I'll hope to
Angela.
see you soon.
Of course. Thank you so much.
You are welcome. Take care. And guys,
Take
don't
care.
forget to check out her website. It's listed below. Go check her out. Talk to her. You can already see she's a very approachable, friendly person. Any help you need, I think she does in all different areas. Not only parent-child relationship coaching, but she has, she knows techniques for other types of coaching as well. So if you need her, please feel free to contact her and do support our small business owners. This is her first time and it takes a lot of courage to do this, so your support will mean a lot. So hopefully we'll get to see more people with you, Anjana, and I hope to hear more from you. So
Sure.
take care, and thanks again. Thank you for watching, guys. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.